Hello, Splendid Snake here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we have got the Marvel Legends Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure Wave from the Captain Marvel movie, Talos. I'm really not too sure about this guy. I'm interested in the actual movie, but I'm interested to see how Hasbro are going to handle doing this character's design in the figure itself. So this figure's got a bit of a trench coat here, so I'm curious to find out how well they're going to pull that off, but we'll see when we get that opened. So let's have a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, you have at the top of the packaging the Build-A-Figure Kree Sentry, the Marvel Legends logo here, then you've got the Captain Marvel movie logo here, and then the character's name Talos there. On the side of the packaging, you can see we've got some nice art there of the actual character from the movie. Exact same art on the other side of the packaging. And then on the back of the packaging, you can see that exact same art again, and there's a quick pause if anyone wants to have a quick look at the actual bio. Now, as mentioned previously, we are working our way through these figures. We've done Janice Fuel, Greg Gargoyle, Yon Rog, Captain Marvel in jacket variant, and now we're on to number 2, Talos. So only 2 left before we get to the Build-A-Figure. Really excited. So let's get this bad boy out of the packaging and see how good he really is. So here we have the Skrull Talos out of his packaging. What do you think? All in all, honestly, I really like the design of the character. I think it looks very, very cool. Very, very alien looking costume, outfit. Just everything about him is very, very alien. Really, really do like it. The only thing that's not really alien is basically his boots, which I think is just quite hilarious. I do wish he'd come with some accessories, maybe some different hands, because I think his hands in this open, like, in the open position is a bit rigid, a bit. You can't do much with them, so not a big fan of that. And the fingers seem to be quite dramatically long, so I don't know if that's deliberate or just a bit of a mistake on Hasbro. But all in all, some great detail, some great sculpt, good articulation, a solid figure. The only accessory he kind of comes with is the Build-A-Figure part, which is the Kree left leg, and we'll go over that in more detail when we do the review for the BAF. But Talos here doesn't come with anything whatsoever. So let's have a quick close-up look at the details on this figure. So as you can see from the head sculpt, you can see it's actually got a really, really nice head sculpt. Some great paint details in there and some great sculpt detail with all those lines on his chin. The details on the head is actually just painted on, there's no real texture. I mean, there's a bit of texture like all these lines here, but the actual all in all, there's no real texture. The jacket though has some amazing sculpt in it, and it's really, really nice. Some great line work, and these purples in there are really, really beautiful. Same as the logo on the shoulder, really, really nice. Not quite sure it's only on the one shoulder, not on this one. Then down to the hands, you can see there's some nice silvers on his wrist. I'm not sure what those are supposed to be, but at least it's kind of like a finger's glove. It's only on the right hand. The left hand is completely naked. The trousers have a bit of purple on the right leg, no real paint apps on the left leg. I'm not sure if that's missed or if it's meant to be like that. The sculpt work does seem to be identical, so I'm really not sure about that. The boots have a little bit of paint with the silver on the dots, but nothing else really. Quick look at the back of the character. You can see that coat again has some great lines there. It's almost like panels like layered on top of each other, and some really nice sculpting detail gone in there, along with that paint apps as well. And it kind of continues all the way through the back of the figure. The coat is removable. I'm going to show this later on, but you can just open it here. And under the jacket, he literally has this top here, which does have some sculpted detail, but this may look very similar to you. We have seen his torso before with the Ragnarok Loki. This is the exact same torso. But I suppose it's better to have some texture than no texture, and it does mean that they have a nice slim body there, which they can fit under the jacket. So if you did want your Skrull without jackets, this is what they would look like. I'm a bit torn here because I'm not sure I like the trench jacket, but I do like the overall design of the jacket. But I don't think I like this after all. So just quickly while we're talking about the actual jacket, it's a pain in the backside to get on and off. I would not recommend doing it repeatedly. If you do want to remove it, you basically have to pop the head off. I'm not going to do it all the way because it's literally a pain in the ass. You undo it from here and from here just under the right arm. The nut then opens that up. You then have to bring this peg all the way down as far as you can get it, and then lift it over the shoulder. That actually worked easy by pulling it out from the chest there. But it's awkward and pain in the backside. And then putting it back, a bit easier. There you go. So I don't recommend doing that. Okay, let's have a quick look at articulation. So the head, as you saw, was on a ball peg, so you can get a bit of like up to there, down to there, a little bit of pivot. You can rotate 360, but you are hindered by the collar. You have a disc which can go back that far, and then forward that by utilising both. Shoulder bicep, now each one's different, so this one can go up technically that far, but it's very stiff when I go to the packaging, so bear that in mind. Now you can rotate around 360, but you see how this collar or this part of the jacket comes over this? It is going to hinder slightly, so you are going to have to kind of go round a bit and out a bit as you do it. He does have a nice bicep rotation. It's a little bit ratchety, which is quite nice. Double bend in the elbow, which looks a bit weird. And mine's a bit loose. See, that's a bit loose already. Wrist rotation 360 can go up to there, down to there. Now, as you saw, it did have an ab crunch. When with the coat on, if you've released it, you get that, but that's popped the coat off. So the ab crunch is pretty much useless. And he has a waist rotation from 360 there, and it is a bit ratchety, but it is hindered by the coat. This shoulder, sorry I forgot to mention, can only go up that far, although the articulation is the same. This one's a bit loose for me as well. T-cut hips, so with this leg all the way back and this leg all the way forward, you can do a Spartan kick of that. And a split kick. Can do a first split kick, but of course you see the coach pulling it in. It's got an upper thigh rotation 360. Double bend in the knee. And can do an ankle point to there, and ankle blocker to there, to there. As the late Mr. Glenn Webb used to say, utilising those ankle rockers, this is the furthest possible splits you can do with both feet firmly on the ground. As you can see, massively hindered by that coat. You can go further, but it's just going to stretch it a bit. Size comparison time. Talos stands about 6 3/4 inch tall, which is about 60.5 centimetres. Here he stands next to the figures I've already reviewed out of the movie. So we have Captain Marvel in her jacket variant and Jon Rogg from the Star Force Kree soldiers. Here he is standing next to the Gladiator Build-A-Figure Hulk and the Build-A-Figure MCU Thanos. This comparison is because we have green skin and a wrinkled chin. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. Here he is standing next to Loki, where they clearly share some parts. In fact, I didn't realise until just now. Basically, the feet, the boots, the knees, the thighs, I think the hips, the crutch and the torso are all Loki. The only thing this guy has new is the arms and the head and the jacket. That's actually disappointed me a lot more in this figure. I thought Hasbro really pulled it out here. You know, I don't mind them reusing parts because, you know, it works for this character. It's just disappointing. Here he is next to a Marvel Select Chitauri. Here he is next to some MCU healers from the Infinity War movie. Of course, you've got Groot, Captain America, Iron Man's latest armor, and Black Widow. Okay, so final thoughts. What do we think of this figure? Would we recommend him? It's a very kind of hit and miss. It's really cool to see the Skrulls represented in the MCU universe, and it's really cool to have a figure of them, but it's now really bugging me that they use so much parts from Loki. I don't know why that's bugging me so much. Maybe because, I don't know, it's bugging me. But the coat, the arms, and the face sculpt are actually really, really impressive and very, very cool, and they have put a lot of work into them. So I suppose it's okay, considering most of it's hidden anyway. So, would I recommend him? Yeah, I think I would. I think it's really nice to actually have a representation of a Skrull. Anyway guys, that is my review. I hope you did like this video. Yeah, it's a very weird one, this one. I was really looking forward to it, and I just feel a bit, I don't know, I just feel a bit let down by this one, which is a shame. But hopefully they'll bring up more and we'll get more stuff like this, and we shall see what's going to happen in the future. So yeah, like I said, I hope you liked this video. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next one. See ya. So, as regarding for, speaking of accessories, he comes with none whatsoever. The only extra accessory he kind of comes with is the Build-A-Figure part, which is the Kree left leg. And the Dukes have the Dukes. Here he is standing next to the Gladiator Iron Man